Hi, welcome to my page. If you're new here, my name is Joanne, and I'm going to do a tutorial today about a different method, a different way to do your makeup. I know certain methods don't work for everyone, so this is just going to show you how to do it differently in case this way works better for you than other ways. So you always want to start off by hydrating your skin. I went in with the rose water. This is good for large pores. This is good for redness. It balances the pH levels on your skin. It's very hydrating. And then I go in with my eye cream to help with anti-aging. It helps with dark circles. It helps with puffiness. So I use that every morning and every night before bed. And then I like to go in with my moisturizer. This is the Uology Day Moisturizer. You can add 3 boosters to this, just depending on what your skin needs. So I think I did time correcting on mine, hydrating, and brightening in my moisturizer. So I go ahead and apply all 3 of those things before I start my makeup, which I have already done. And then you want to go in with some kind of primer. So I'm going to use my mattifying face primer. This will just help if you have like oily skin. If you have dry skin, I would suggest a hydrating primer. We do have that, but either way, I would suggest putting a primer on before you start your makeup. And you just want to take a tiny amount like this and just press it into your skin. By pressing it in, it's going to fill in those pores and kind of blur out lines and imperfections. So it's just kind of a good technique to go in and just press it into your skin. And then you can go back through and rub it in and make sure it's all smoothed out. Okay. All right, now that we have that on, the technique I'm going to use today is where I'm going to apply everything, my foundation, my concealer, and my contour, and blend it all in at once instead of doing it step by step. So I'm going to use the stick foundation today. This is our stick foundation. This is very good for all skin types, especially good for mature skin. It's hydrating. It's like a cream base and then it dries. But this is very good. So I'm going to use the color Cashmere for my foundation and Chenille for my contour. And then the concealer, this is good because it's very hydrating. It doesn't cake. It stays on all day. It doesn't crease. So we'll go in with this too. So I'll show you how we're going to do this. You want to start with your contour color, the darkest color. Okay, and you just want to put some here and here, and then I like to just put some up on my forehead here. I like to go down my nose, okay, and across. I like to put a little bit under my lip just to create like a shadow and make my lips look fuller. And then I like to put some down my neck just to blend it all in. Okay, so those are the areas for contour. Then we'll go back in with our foundation. Okay, and we're just gonna fill in the spots. And I don't go under my eyes because we'll put concealer there, but we'll just fill in the spots where our contour line is not. Okay, and we'll just do some up here. And then I am going to do my concealer. Oh, I need to go down my neck a little bit with my foundation. So I'll just put a little bit in between those lines. Okay, then with the concealer, we will just do a dot here and here. You do not need to use a lot. A little goes a long ways with that. Okay, then I'm going to take my kabuki brush. This is like a firm, flat top brush. Okay, and we're gonna use that to conceal or to blend everything. I don't know where my hair tie went. That's okay. Okay, so you want to go in with the lighter colors first. So we'll start here with our concealer and just blend that. Okay, blend it up into the eye and blend it out. Okay. This makes it nice if you don't have a whole lot of time to do your makeup. It just makes it nice because you can just apply everything and blend it all out together. Okay, then we're gonna go in where the foundation is and just blend that in. Blend around the contour. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Everything will eventually get blended in. We're gonna blend these in and go under our jawline. Okay, and then we will blend in our nose a little bit. Okay, don't worry, it looks crazy right now. It'll all blend together. Then we'll come here with the contour and just blend that down. Blend that in and blend down your neck. Okay, then come up here and just go in a circular motion. Now this color is, my foundation color is a little dark. This is more of my summer foundation, but I like it because I like a darker looking face, especially because I do self-tanner a lot, which I am going to do tonight so that it matches that. Okay. Then I come back with my damp beauty blender and blend in that concealer and just make sure everything looks good. Okay, I am gonna take a little bit of the concealer and brighten my forehead. Okay, I'm just gonna do just a little bit like that, and I'm gonna do a little bit down my nose and a little bit on the tip right there. Okay, just take your beauty blender and press that in and see how it really just attracts the light. It looks like it's naturally hitting your face and brightening. Okay, and if you feel like the under eyes need to be brightened a little more, you can always go back in with more concealer and brighten them. All right, the whole middle of the face is brightened. You can do on your chin and right there on your Cupid's bow. Now I am going to add a little bit of my bronzer color. Just go in and blend it just a little more. Okay, so we'll take bronzer And this is in the color Cypress, okay? And I'm just gonna add a little more dimension to my face and that bronzy look. Okay, so I'm just gonna tap it and just swirl it in right here. Okay, just to darken up that area a little bit more. Okay, and then we will come up here and do the same on the forehead and down the temple. Don't worry, I will come back and blend everything in so that it's flawless. Okay, and I'm gonna take this end of my powder concealer brush, and I'm just gonna define my nose a little bit more. Okay, then you want to take a large fluffy brush and just come back in and blend it all. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see, my face has kind of like a dewy look to it. We will go back in with setting powder and set our face and just kind of mattify it a little bit so that it doesn't look so wet. Okay. So this is the translucent setting powder. It does go on white, but it dries clear, so you will not get any color from it. I'm just gonna take my brush like this, and I'm gonna just kind of pop it down there underneath my contour line, just to kind of clean that area up a little bit and erase any over blending. Okay, we'll let that set for a second. And then you want to go back in under your eyes, basically all the places you put the concealer. You want to put that on and just set your under eyes and that concealer, and it won't move. And then in the T-zone, that'll help absorb oils throughout the day. Okay. And then just be sure and go back in and blend that out. But see how it just kind of made a really nice line there, and then it dries clear. Okay. Then we'll take our blush next. Let me just blend this down a little bit more. Okay, we'll take our blush. This is the Moodstruck Pressed Blush, and it is in the color Sisterly. And we're just gonna tap it on there and go right above that contour. Isn't that pretty? We'll just add it in like that. And then come back and blend it together. See how warm my face is now? And blending is the key to having great looking makeup. Okay, now we'll go and do our eyebrows. And I like this pencil, this eyebrow pencil. It's got the spoolie on this end and then a really fine tip on this end. So I'm just gonna go in and brush them out real quick. And I just noticed an area that needs a little more blending. now that those are brushed out, we'll go in with this and just outline your eyebrow. Okay, I just outlined the bottom. And I'm going to outline the top. And then just fill it in. Okay. And then do your little hair strike. Do your little hair-like strokes in the front. And then come back in and brush it out just to soften them up a little bit and help them lay naturally. Okay? See the difference? This is a very easy tool to use, especially if you are a beginner and have trouble with brows. This one just makes it so much easier. I am going to go back in and just kind of make them sharper looking with my concealer and a flat brush. Okay, so I just like to dab this on my concealer. And just go right under that line. And blend it down. Okay, like that. And we'll do the same on top. Okay. And then just kind of smooth it out. Okay, and then to get rid of the lines there, just take your damp beauty blender like that and blend it out. You can also do it with a brush too, if that's easier for you. I just feel like this blends it out a little more naturally. Okay, and it brightens under your brow. See how it just makes it a real clean, crisp looking brow. This is good if you messed up on your eyebrows, one's thicker than the other, or you overlined them. It's good because you can go back in and fix it and even them up. Okay, so we'll just do like that. And then we will blend it. Okay, doesn't that look nice? All right, and I'm gonna go back in and just brush them out one more time. Again, just to soften them a little bit and make them look good. Okay, now let's take our highlighting stick. This is in the color Benevolent. Oh, this is not it. I always do that. The bottles look the same. Oh, here it is. See, they're very similar. Okay, so this is in the shade Benevolent, and this is just gonna kind of give you a little bit of shine on your face. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it like this and just pop it on right there. You see how it just the light just kind of hits it perfectly. Just gives you like that really nice little shine. I like to put it here too. I like to put it here just to give my lips a little more definition. And then I like to just go up a little bit on my nose and blend that in. Okay. You could also do up here. All right, now we will move on to eyes. So I'm going to be using the Addiction Palette 6. This one has like the rose gold colors in it. Very pretty colors. I am just going to take this light brown color, Enthralled, and I'm going to use that for my transition. Okay, so you just want to sweep it across the crease like this and a little above the crease. And I like to do this with my eyes open. I like to just do it across here with my eyes open so I can see how far up to go. Okay. Then we are going to take our liquid eyeshadow like this. This is in the color Reverent. It's like a champagne color. It's beautiful. And it is so easy to use. You want to work quickly with it though. All you do is just dab it on your eye. Isn't that color pretty? And then I'm gonna take my cream brush, if I can find it. And I'm just gonna tap that in. Okay, we're not gonna blend that with the fluffy brush because we want that color to stay nice and bold like that. Okay, that's all you do, tap it on like that. If you struggle with eyeshadow, this is something that you need in your life because it is so easy to work with. Like, there are times where I just do this and I go out the door. I don't even add anything to it. It's such a pretty color that you can just wear it like that on its own. Okay. But today I am going to go back in with a little bit of a darker brown in this color Audacious. Okay, I'm going to just take that in the corners, the outer corners, but I'm going to tap it very lightly and just blend it in here. Nothing too crazy. It's very subtle and just very beautiful, just to add a little bit of color. That's all you have to do is just swirl it on the outer part. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, now we'll take some liquid liner, and I just like to do a thin line right above my eyelashes. And I don't do the wingtips, but you can. Let me see. Okay, I just do a very subtle line there, and it just helps make my eyes pop a little more. And I like to do it just in little sections like that, just a little bit at a time, because if you mess up, it's easier to fix it than to have to go back and clean the whole thing up. Okay. See how that just makes the eye pop a little more? And then we will do our 40 mascara. This one has the fibers in it, and it just makes your lashes insanely long and full. So we'll start with some primer, eyelash primer. This will help condition your eyelashes and help the product stick. This will stay on all day. Okay, and you want to go in with your mascara right after doing your primer. So I don't do both eyes and then go back in with mascara. I do one eye at a time. Wait until you see my eyelashes. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's like a whole new eye. We'll wait on that. And then if you do get some up on your eyelid, just take your Q-tip and just kind of dab it on those spots and it'll come off. Do you see the difference? It's crazy. Okay, we'll go in and do the next eye. And if you have trouble with your eyelashes being short or thin and you need help with them, we have a lash serum. And in 6 weeks, you will see a huge difference. It will make them full and long, and you can use it on your eyebrows as well if you have thin eyebrows and you can't get them to grow in. Okay. We'll just go in and separate those a little bit more. But with this mascara, you don't even have to put on false eyelashes. This gives you so much volume and fullness. Okay. Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna take my crease brush. It's just a firm brush, and I'm gonna take this darker brown that we used on the outer corners of our eyes, and I'm just gonna put it right there under my eye. Okay. And then we are gonna smudge it out just to kind of soften it. See how nice that looks when you have your eyeshadow underneath? Okay. Then you can go in and do your lower lashes. I like to use our Twisted mascara because it has the little wand on top and the larger wand on bottom. So I'm just gonna pop some in right here. Okay, and just do a little over here. Alrighty, then we will do lips and we are done. So today I'm going to do a little bit more of a natural color lip. It's in the color Easy Street. It's a very pretty pink nude. And I'm going to line my lips first with some brown liner. And you can go a little thicker here if you want to create like a fuller looking lip. And then I like to just kind of bring it in a little bit, and I'll show you why. It just kind of helps if your lipstick wears off during the day. It helps it to not be as noticeable. And then you just want to go in and smooth it out a little bit. I know it looks crazy, but it will all come together. Okay, so you just want to blend it in a little bit. Because you don't want a harsh line there. And we'll take Easy Street. Just kind of blend it into that and see how it's kind of created an ombre look. And just kind of, it's kind of giving it some depth. And then one last trick I like to do to kind of give it like that wet look without it being wet. And also, if you have trouble with your lipstick staying all day, take the setting powder and just kind of dab it on over your lipstick like this until it doesn't feel wet. Okay, and that'll give it kind of a matte finish. And then to get that shiny wet look back, You can take concealer and put it in the middle. I'm gonna take this shade of silver in my eyeshadow palette. And just pop it there. See how it's given the effect that it's glossy, and you don't have to wear lip gloss with it, because I hate lip gloss. So that gives me the effect without having to actually wear it. Okay. All right. That is everything. That's just a different method of applying your base makeup, and just some different techniques, because not one thing doesn't work for everyone. So it's just nice to have different things to try. But if you have any questions or need help with anything, feel free to reach out to me. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.